Good morning, welcome to my channel. I'm Venus from Heart's Desire by Venus, and today I'm going to talk about dollar store items. Now, we've all seen them. You got tags and things, and pre-done cards and things like that you can get at the dollar store. And they're kind of plain, and you probably go, they're cheap, but I don't know if I would use them. Today I'm going to show you what I did with some of them to just soup them up a little bit, add them to a book that I'm working on, and they turn out really great, and they're budget friendly. And if you do not have all the die cuts and tools, this is a great way to go. You can pick them up really cheap and alter them yourself. So I went to the dollar store and they had these shaped tags, and then they come with the I don't know, sisal string there, and they were flat. These ones are not, but they were flat, and they're shaped. And now if you don't have this die cut, you're like, oh, it'd be easier to do if you had the die cut. But if you don't have a die cut like this is what you do. So I took and they were just plain, and I ran them through my embosser. Now, if you don't have an embosser, you don't have to do that, but I ran them through my embosser, and I'm see here, I think I'll zoom in a little bit. Just zoom in. There you go. So you can see, that they've been embossed. So now I'm just going to add them because I'm working on this. It's a prototype for a book that I'm working on for a design team project. And I needed some tags and things to go in here. So this is what I have created. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it with my I'm going to go over it with my white. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my white pad, and I'm just going to gently rub it in a few spots. Not all the way around, just in a few, just to pick up a little bit of that color. And then I'm going to take my distressing oxide, which you can see I refilled, and I didn't do a very good job. And I'm just going to go around the edges. And then I'm just going to brush gently, even over the white areas, with this, just to kiss the embossing, to just raise it up just ever so slightly. And I'll get a little bit more ink in some spots than others. And don't forget to do the back. So I'm just going to distress it on the back. The back doesn't pick up nearly as much because it's embossed towards the front. So now I'm just going to take my white, and again, I'm just going to kiss a few spots, a little more than others. So you can see I've got a couple of darker spots and I've got a couple of lighter spots. And then I have got this beautiful copper. As you can tell, I've hardly used it. What is it? It's a pigment ink pad, Cosmic Copper. And I'm just going to use my same one, and I'm just going to kiss over the top a little bit with this copper. Ooh. That picks it up nicely. Just to give it a little bit more dimension, I think. All right. So now I am going to there's my cheesecloth. A little bit of cheesecloth on here. And I'm just going to layer these up. I mean, it's a great way to have a fast tag. And, if you don't have a die cut machine and all that, or you don't want to cut it out all by hand, which, trust me, I don't. So I'm just going to layer up a few pieces I've got of lace and fabric. And then I've got a few bits and bobs from my kits here. I'm just trying to think of what would work. Let's see. rooting through my stuff here. I think I'm going to cut out these butterflies. Actually, I'm going to cut this one out. Obviously, I had a misprint because on the back, I'm just going to cut this one out. On the back, I've got something else printed, which obviously didn't work. So I'm just going to cut this out. Now, how big? How big do I want it to go? So I'm just going to fussy cut around this, but you could put anything in there that you wanted to stamp or anything. Use up all those little bits that are on your desk. All right. I'm going to add a little bit color to this because it's a little whitish. Okay, and I think I need coffee dyed paper with some dimension. So excuse me, I've been out in the garden already this morning, so I've got a snoot full of pollen, I think. All right, so I'm just going to layer it up. As you can see, I'm just layering up my tag here. And I'm going to just go to my sewing machine. I'm just going to stitch right down the middle of the butterfly, and then I'll be back. All right, so I stitched right down the middle of the butterfly. I'm just going to pull off a little piece of it. It was going a little too far. So then that's good on there. And then I've got, what am I going to do for the tie here? I've got little pieces of stuff I've been working on. So you can see it doesn't take much to turn this into a cute little tag, and I really like to use these, especially when I'm like supposed to be cleaning my desk. It helps use up some of my bits, and then you know if you're like, this could go into almost any kind of theme for sure. So simple tag. As you hear, here's another one that I did. It was just to go inside a journal that I created. So I did some cheesecloth again. I stamped a sentiment on here and attached it in. But look at that, quick, easy, uses up some scraps on your desk. You could do this so many different ways, but I just like to layer all these things I've got on my desk. Just grab what you got in your desk, and you know, it would be super fast. You know, I've got more things on my desk. How easy would it be to just do a ton of these? And you know, mass making, it would be really, they'd be really fast, and they're just cute and simple. And I've always got so much kicking around on my desk. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna dress up another one here. I do have to make sure though, I'm trying to really work on using both sides, coloring both sides of my tags. Sometimes I get them in the books and I forget about the back side, and then you look at them later and you're like, oh. So again, I'm just gonna kiss it with some dark, some light, just to give it some dimension. Just layer up, because I've always got these little bits of cheesecloth around. Ooh, I've got some washi. Oh, keep knocking over my stamp. Got some washi tape here too. That would be super easy. Get that on there. If I could ever find the end. There it is. Just put a little piece of washi on there. Leave that piece over there. Let's see. And because I like to stitch through these, it holds them all together, and I don't really have to glue a whole lot. I don't like that paper piece over that far. Try tucking it under a little bit, and then what have I got? Oh, perfect. Got a little button here. Or do I have a little flower? No. Little button in my handy dandy cup here. Maybe I'll put this flower on. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'm just going to distress the flower a bit because it's a little too bright. And okay, I'm going to go stitch. No, this guy I'm going to glue down. You don't have to always stitch, although I like to. I'm just going to glue him on with my Fabri-Tac here. On. I may end up going back over and stitching later, but I don't like that as much. What else have I got on my desk? That one's looking cute. And oh, that's nope, not good. I've got, as you can see, I've got way too much on my desk. I should be cleaning this all up, apparently. All right, I think I'm just going to. No, I don't like that button as much as I thought I did. I know what I'll do. Just took a couple of beads in there. See if I can get a couple of beads on. That would be perfect if so. So stitch on. Stitch on beads. So when you're stitching on cards, I got a little trick for you. Because lots of times I pull my thread through. So all I do is, I've got it back there. Before I knot it, I just secure it with a piece of tape. So now I'm not going to accidentally pull it all straight through. I'm just going to pick up a couple of, oh, those ones aren't big enough. Get a few bigger ones here. What have I got? Ooh, that's perfect. Better size. What else have I got in my pocket? Oh, there's some pinker ones. Just going to add a couple of beads. Perfect. On there. And stitch. Poke it back down the other side. And if you find your beads aren't laying flat when you do a bunch of them like this, I just go up and you pull it. You just come up and you put your thread right through the other side and pull it down so that you can make the chain of beads lie flat. There. Perfect. So now I can just peel up my tape. And I make a knot, and my beads are secure. And I don't mind that I've got a blue thread on here. I kind of like to do that sometimes. Just adds it a little bit more interest than the same old thread color, I think. Just going to trim that down. Put my needle away before I forget it. Perfect. And then I'm just going to I've got a few more pieces of this. through. So you can see how quick. We just made 3 in what, 15 minutes? And really, I could have gone faster. But there we go. There you go. So 3 quick tags using bits off your desk and some pre-shaped dollar store items. Not bad. If you want to do some mask making, this would definitely be the way to go. If you're avoiding cleaning your desk like me, look at that. I'm productive. I've got 3 things made in no time at all. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you know what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Just a quick project today. I just thought, you know, we all have got so much going on with it being spring and getting out there. So I just thought I'd give you a quick short video. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Have a great day.